Hello everyone, Ghost of Orchids here and welcome back to my channel. Today we are looking at the lovely Nightblade Healer. It's been a long awaited build, so let's get into it. First things first, let's talk about suitable food options. My personal favourite is Ghastly Eyeball. However, if you want to use Witch Mothers for that little bit of extra health, you're absolutely welcome to. However, on this character currently, without all my Undaunted, I have 18 points health. I'm not worried about soon. But if you are, feel free to use Witch Mothers. There is gold food you can use, however, it's more expensive and it doesn't really help in terms of do enough for me to justify the cost personally, so I would not. Now I'll talk about recommended champion skills, why I recommend. So first of all, I will only be showing you and the fitness tree. I don't think I need the green one. That's objective to so fighting finesse, increase your critical damage and critical healing done 4% per stage. You are a Nightblade, you do crit a lot, however it doesn't help. Just help that out a bit, because let's be honest, crit heals are really nice and just really, so I choose to help a healer crit a bit more. Second skill I use is Enlivening Overflow. This is because I use Spell Power Cure and I am supposed to overheal people. Overhealing yourself or an ally grant them health, magicka and stamina recovery equals 0.5% of your max magicka up to a cap of 100 for 6 seconds. This can occur every 12 seconds. Very nice to have in the group, unless your group are running Coral, in which case just ask them, is anyone running Coral? Do you want me to? Third skill I've got is Soothing Tide. Increase your healing done by area of effect heals by 2% per stage. It's just nice to have. Just means that my magicka is not magicka. Healing is increased using those skills, which pretty much the bread and butter. Last but not least, Swift Renewal is another one I have currently got slotted. Increase your healing done with healing over time effects by 2% per stage. Again, most of the Nightblade healers things are either AoE or heal over time, so it's just nice to play into that. However, I do have Cleansing Revival for places like Cloud Rest, where I effects like Bane, Foresight, where when I drink a potion, the cost of my abilities is reduced by a heavy amount for 6 seconds. It helps for sustain, and Rejuvenator is just a nice bread and butter that can replace Enlivening Overflow. It grants weapon and spell damage to healing ability per stage. So moving on to the fitness tree, I personally use Boundless Vitality. It just gives me a lot more max health, which allows me to run food which is sustain only. Again, helps my sustain. This allows me to run Ghastly Eyeball because, as you can see, it increases a worrying amount then. Fortified, it's nice to have extra armor in a dungeon or a trial. It just means that you take less damage and you're not constantly having to heal yourself, so that's why I personally use this. Rejuvenation, again, it just helps me with magicka, stamina, health recovery. It's just nice to have as a backup, if you will, just so I can try out more magicka. Last one I use is Siphoning Spells. However, if I do find anything I would prefer to use, I would get rid of this, simply because it's not brilliant for a healer. Don't always kill things. However, I repeat, do not recommend this for a healer. Spirit Mastery is not good for a healer. You do not want to be rezzing. Rezzing as a healer should be a last resort, not the go-to. You are supposed to take care of the group, not heal the you're supposed to heal the group and take care of the group. Alright, and onto the skills. So, first skill I use is Healthy Offering and Malevolent even Offering Morph. Pour out your life's blood and channel the arcane healing yourself or an ally in front. It's a heavy heal, however, it does damage you, so you do not, and I repeat, do not want to spam this. Trust me, it could hurt you, at least it might even, thank you, carpet cosplay. Illustrious Healing, Grand Healing Morph. Very nice heal to just have on the ground. Encourages people to stand in your heals, and it's just what I call a top heal. It's nice, it's a good heal, but it's nothing to really write home. Radiating Regeneration Morph. Very nice heal. Share your staff's life-giving energy, healing you and up to three nearby allies. Again, it's just a nice top-up heal to have on people. In dungeons, it can be a godsend, so definitely run this. Necrotic Orb Morph, Energy Orb. Very, very nice. Have just for people to synergize with if they need some extra resources. And also, as you can see, it does also a bit of healing people as it goes through the group. So it can just be an extra heal with a bit of also with the ability even to also synergy. Combat Prayer, which is Blessing and Protection Morph, is your bread and butter as a healer. This is the thing you really want to spam, and I mean spam. Feel free to go ham on this. Slam your staff to activate its blessing. Slam your staff to activate its blessings, healing you and your allies in front. It also grants Minor Berserk, Minor Resolve, increasing you and your allies' damage done by 5% and their physical resistance. Just really, really nice to have. It's not only heals people, but it increases their damage done, and it's good for the tanks as well because it increases their resistances, allowing them to take more damage. Definitely. A nice emergency ulti, especially if you're going to take a lot of damage in the group, is Reviving Barrier. Invoke defensive tactics to protect yourself and your nearby group members with wards that each absorb a lot of damage for 30 seconds and also heals the group. So if you know they're going to take on heavy damage and you are not confident or think you might struggle a little bit, this is just nice to throw down. But it's also nice to have for the sustain, and I will show you why. Because if you go down to if you go down to support, Magicka Aid, I don't have rank 9, but as you can see, I've already got a current bonus of 5% in Magicka recovery, which is just a nice little extra to have. On our back bar, we have Wall of Elements Morph, Unstable Wall of Frost. You can use a Lightning Staff if you prefer, if you want enemies in balance. However, I prefer to use this for the Frost Shield, but it's up to which one you decide. Refreshing Path, Path of Darkness Morph. This is the healer's own personal AoE heal. So this is exclusive to Nightblades. Very, very nice. Create a corridor of shadows for 11 seconds, granting you and your allies in the area major expedition, and minor endurance and minor intellect, increasing movement speed as well as recovery. It also heals people. So not only does it help with sustain, but it also gives allies health. Very, very nice. The next skill I'd like to talk about is Siphoning Attack, Siphoning Strike. This is if you're struggling with sustain, this is what you use. It will hurt you, however, it will give you more magicka. It also increases your available magicka. It's quite nice to have if you've got sustain problem. If you don't, keep this on your bar because every time you get damaged, it heals you. All damage you do heals you. And weakness, next one is Weakness to the Elements Morph, Elemental Susceptibility. It just causes major breach, is reducing physical and spell resistance. It's nice for, well, against a boss or against ads. It just helps with the fight time. It can reduce the fight times and reduce the chances of happening any risks or mistakes. Next one I use, this is a flex spot. I personally have Blood Altar, more Overflowing Altar in it. However, you could have Purge in it. You could move energy orbs to the back and use Shield. So use Steadfast Ward instead if you are healing Tombs and Sunspire. It's just a flex spot. If you want to, you can use skills from scrying. However, I personally don't like scrying, that's why I've not. Last but not least, your ultimate, Aggressive Warhorn. Very nice ultimate to have. If you coordinate with the tank or tanks, depending on whether you're doing a dungeon or trial, it can really help the group. It's just nice because it increases the group's resources and their critical damage, which is always good because the fight doesn't last as long. Now for the gear, personally I at the moment use Holofang on a Nightblade Healer because it plays really well into the crit healing. Whenever you critically heal or critically damage a target, spawn a ball of hemoglobin at their location. After 2 seconds it explodes, restoring magicka and applying minor vitality to group members, causing increasing their healing received and damage shield. It's just nice to have on the group. So it's just nice because it gives people a little bit back, can also give you a little bit back, and like it just, you can change this for Pillager's Prophet if you want, or the healing set from the new trial, which I don't have, so as I've only recently trial. At the moment I also use Symphony of Blades, however you can use Nazarays if you prefer. I do prefer to use Symphony of Blades because it does restore people's magicka and stamina. However, if I know people are running Coral Riptide, I would just swap it up for Nazarays. And if I can just show you what Nazarays does, here we go. Whenever you use an ultimate ability, the closest 6 enemies within 12 meters, all major debuffs and minor debuffs. Just basically helps you really support the group. And it's just nice to have. It just means the fight will last. Well, will not last as long. Next set I use is Spell Power Cure. This pairs well with the champion point. When you overheal yourself or an ally, you give them major courage for 5 seconds, increasing their weapon and spell damage. It's just nice to have. You're giving people more damage. As a support role, you really want to do this because support roles are not just... It's about more than that. Personally, at the moment, I do use 1 heavy and 1 medium. However, if you are having serious sustain issues, I do recommend just 7 light or 6 light and 1 medium, if you prefer. But another good idea is Rojo, so Roaring Opportunist and Javolt's Guidance. That can be nice to use in trials or in dungeons. It helps with support. But yeah, other than that, there are a few good sets out there. Just speak to your raid lead and see what they would recommend. They will have some idea of run as well, especially if it's a progression trial. Okay, now moving on to the rotation. Personally, I like to put Altar down first, debuff the boss, use the nice ice, give myself some sustain, throw the AoE heal down, radiating regen, throw the orbs, and then just spam the heck out of this until the fight is over. For some reason I have run out of food and I didn't realise, so my apologies. There we go. Actually, run out of resources. Heavy attack. Do that. Not bad. Heavy attack. Or use as you can see, Holofang is going off quite nicely. Definitely meeting the cooldown, so it is definitely useful to have and use, if I'm honest. But if you'd prefer to use something like Pillager's Prophet, there's no shame in that at all. it is your build. This is supposed to just be a guide. And on that note, thank you very much for watching, guys. Please do like, comment, subscribe. I do love hearing your questions. I do not mind answering anything you want. I will try and put gear set in the description, as in what my outfit is at the moment in the description. If I am, please don't mind my brain. It's a bit. And on that note, thank you very much for watching. I hope to see you guys soon. Bye for now. Bye.